Hello, hello, hello. Getting some things finished up. Is there a... Oh. Hello, hello, hello. Gives me warm. Keeps me warm. Keeps me warm. Let's go and find some more. Sam, what's up? Welcome in. What's up, DM? Nope, we're listening to a different Streamlabs playlist or Stream Beats playlist. I'm in the Purple Kruger. Adam, how are you? I'm doing good. Adam, just life is life is life is life is life. What's everybody up to today? Yeah. What's up, Prawn? Oh, I just got weirdly dizzy. Weird. Working hard or hardly working? Ah, da-da-da-da-da-da. Idiot. Oh yeah, how's that going? Is it Sam, that is the hope. That is the plan. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but yeah. I mean, I like the idea of them putting, like, cardboard cutouts of fans in the audience that somebody was doing. That was pretty funny. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to share this around so we can get some more people coming in here. Oh, Hockey Rick. Good guy, angry drunk. Guys, is the music too loud based on, I mean, with my talking and everything? I thought I had it too, but I got tested for antibodies and I didn't have it. And I just got tested yesterday and got my results today, and I'm negative as well. So, there. A little quiet. Interesting. It's loud to me. Could that be on Twitch's end, I wonder? Ganon was great.
It's not as stressful. Like, I really, really want to play that game, but I'm not gonna play it buffering out of your guys' respect. I'm gonna turn the graphics down, maybe. Or this one. This game, this graphics have never been like on point. But I'll just play this. I need to figure it out like later. I'm not gonna do that right now. But I appreciate it.
So what's going on, everybody? What's happening? What y'all want to talk about?
Why is it so difficult? Oh, this is just good idea. What is it? It's hump day. Happy hump day, everyone. Hey Adam, welcome back. Having tech issues,
I am a Gemini Taurus cusp. Whatever that really means, I don't know, to be honest. I'm interested in that stuff, I just don't know a thing about it. Like, I like hearing about it. I like people telling me about it. I don't really pay much attention to it personally myself. Yay, it worked! Oh, look, even that's working too! Ah! Such a nerd. Thanks for the follow. If you follow, you get up in the corner, it will make a little cartoon thing, Come on, old man. It'll give you a little animation saying, followed by whatever. We're getting real, man. I gotta get real. I'm gonna take this seriously. I gotta make it look cool. Except for this mess of a background I have, but... Yeah, I liked the zombie. I felt it was appropriate. It might change soon. There's a transition that I want to do. I told you guys about this yesterday. I think that's going to be really funny if I can get it to work, i.e. someone to make it for me. They're coming to get you, Garen. Man, this music is pretty damn good. Dexter! Those are all my movies. Breadstick, BB. Breadstick, Best Buy, yeet. I don't know. Are you really bombing my chat and the first thing you say is to come follow you? Jesus. Kyle! I can't. Sim, where are you? Is that German? Welter Rusten, is that German? Russia? Australia? But yeah, guys, follow my brother if you haven't already. He's funny watching him play games. The Dutch. We love the Dutch. That was very Trump-like. I mean, I could explain why my brother's joke. Bum, 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 bum. I think we have talked about it on the podcast before that we've discovered we have an older brother. Oh my god, what if he's in here? Hello, treasure chest. It's fine, just stressed out. But, you know, such is life. What's up, fun guy? How do I actually, I wonder if I can... We recorded isolation files today, guys. It was pretty fun. It'll be a good episode that comes out Friday. Oh, also, I don't think I said goodnight to Sim, but goodnight, Sim. No major breaking news during this one, although they did vote to impeach Trump again for whatever that's going to do, which is absolutely nothing. But, you know, he's gone in a couple of days. We just have to get through the next couple of days. Sadly, I don't think it's going to be happening unfazed. What's up, Ryan? I don't know. We'll see. Supposedly, McConnell's going to vote for it, but I don't know. Who knows? I can't see them getting anything done within the next 4 days or 5 days or whatever it is, 6 days. But who knows? I mean, the real frustrating thing is that the people who are involved in all this, they're just not going to get anything. They're not going to... I mean, the senators and the Congress people that were stoking this fire and who were there and who gave them a tour. Hey Adam, how's it going? Did you like it? Are you liking it? Maybe. We'll see, Sam. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just worried that they're all just gonna get away with it and nothing's gonna happen to any of them. And it's just gonna go back to status quo where nobody does anything and nothing gets done. This is America. I can bring a gun anywhere I want to. Taco Bell or Burger King? Oh, we got the hard-hitting questions now. I guess Taco Bell. I do like the new Burger King redesign that they're doing where they're making all their places look like this back in the 70s, the old logo. I think that's nationwide, I'm not 100%, but I think I like it. I think I just cut my lip on this cup. There's like a rough part. I've had the same order at Taco Bell my entire life. That's not true. I did add a cheesy gordita crunch to it, but it's usually just a few tacos and a soda. Actually, no soda because I don't drink regular soda. What fast food place will you just never order again? I mean, I'll never go to a Chick-fil-A. Does that count? I don't really, I mean, aside from that, I don't really have one that I mean, if it comes up, it comes up, and I'll eat it, but... Never had it, never will. I suspect this is the same issue that Chick-fil-A has that In-N-Out might have, but they're just a lot less obvious about it. Like the Chick-fil-A people are straight up donating to anti-gay organizations. In-N-Out just prints Bible verses on their cups. Yeah, I mean Chipotle's fine. I haven't had it in a while. I used to have it a lot because it's right by my work, but boy, those deep probing questions that just get to the meat of a person's existence, those are the good ones. I keep looking. I'm watching my stream at the same time as I'm doing this, and I keep seeing. So it's like a little delayed. So I see myself look over, and I'm looking at my dog Mona's laying right here, and I just keep looking at her to see what she's doing, and then I watch myself do it on the screen. It's really weird. be really weird when I see someone standing behind me, but by then it'll be too late. No. I mean, I like the place next to the studio, but I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. So, but they have a really good jasmine green tea there. Well, that's something that happened to my brother. He should tell you guys about this. Him and his friends would play this Killer Are You Out There game, where if they heard like a noise or something, they would do that. Kyle, is that right? And then one night they were all there like super late at night and they heard something and they did that. Killer, are you out there? And the next morning they went out and outside the window it was all messed up. Like my dad had this garden thing with dirt and rocks and stuff, and it was all messed up where somebody was possibly standing and like looking in their window. I was gonna turn that into a story. I haven't done it yet though. I should probably stop looking at this screen when I talk and look to my camera and talk. I'm guessing he's not actually listening. He's just in here waiting to spam his channel again. I wonder if I slide this over. Oh, well, a little bit. I can see the chat a little better. Oh shit, that scared the living daylights out of me. Just scared a Bond movie right out of me. The thing is they didn't know until the next day that something was really out there. Like the next morning, or whenever they woke up. You almost knocked a controller off this table. It's a really small table I'm using. That's what I got to do is figure out some actual real setup to do this on, but right now it's all janky. I mean, I can show you. So, like, there's my big screen TV that's currently not showing anything that I was going to use to show games on, or that I would play games on, but I think it's too big for PC games. And then here's my current setup. There's you guys. There's my OBS studio mode. Look at that. Woo! Oh, we're going into another dimension. There's my laptop that I was using to talk to you guys. There's my phone. There's all my records. There's my Sonos. And there's my computer way up there. Oh, this might be cool. You guys might like. That's my art wall. Yeah, I was trying to play The Sims on it the other day, and it was just, the text was too small, and I couldn't see what the hell was happening, so I probably won't. Probably have to figure something else out, maybe just get a different monitor or whatever, I don't know. We'll hear them soon, Adam. It'll be exciting. Brad, tell Kyle to tell that story that accurately. I don't know if I got it right. I guess I got the gist of it, or the meat of it, or whatever. Is there a way to set automatic updates to Discord when I go live? You guys are all here, so. I'll tell Joey to set that up because he's a admin. He can do it. So I can tell you, I was gonna update everybody when more people were here. Maybe I'll wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna be on for a while, so. I should get a green screen and hide this background. I don't want to move it from my bedroom to out here. It's just such a damn hassle. Oh man, they've all been so fun. I love playing these kind of games. They're all fun. So I have to. That's a tough one. Oh, thanks. That's my new profile picture too. I mean, I took off the glasses, and you know what that happens. Glasses off, pants off. Oh, God, what an idiot. Man, Matt just sneaks in. It's so... You know, I'll tell you, to be honest, it is as serious as I take games and stuff. It's a fun running gag that not a gag, it's real. It's not like we're staging it, but I think it's funny that he just keeps winning. It's... Although I think I beat him once. Right? Maybe twice? I don't really remember. After a couple of days, hours, I forget everything that happened. So where's... Man, I know. I mean, I got them all, but I know things. I mean, once you get to those last couple, it gets a little hairy because they're kind of all based on the same book, I think, like sort of. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if he's got some kind of a bug set up in my room where he can see what I'm writing down in my my, my answer notebook. You know what? The last one I liked. The one before that was awful, but the last one was pretty good. But I think it just, the goodwill that it had already run out, and people just didn't. Or the last one was that bad that it made or the one before that was that bad that it made the last one seem better than it was. But the one before it was, yikes. I don't understand how that happens. I don't get it how so many people have to sign off on something and it's just terrible. I don't understand. And then these people they just get work and work and work and work and work. Despite bad movie after bad movie. It's because they make money. That's it. They don't care about the quality. They don't pay attention to the reviews. If it's a shitty movie, it makes $1 billion. That's all that matters, and that person's going to get another job. You know what? Everyone's got to work. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, if you compare now to back in the day, I know it's hard to because they weren't the same type of box officers or grosses or whatever, but the big movies of the day, how many of them are bad? Are bad movies. And then you think about the big movies of today, how many of them are great movies? You know what I mean? It's like it's a definite disparity. That's true. That's true too. Maybe that's what we need to get. I mean, now that the theaters aren't going to be open for anytime soon, maybe that needs to happen again. Maybe they need to go back to those mid-range budget movies and start concentrating on building up better movies. They won't, but they should. And that's a problem too. They count so much on international. Yeah, they want so much of that international money, and it's like we're making movies for them, not making movies for us. And that's, those international audiences love American movies because of what they were. You know what I mean? We don't want to make them to what we think they want. And I worry that as time goes on, international movies are just going to be more and more like American movies. I don't want to see an American movie done by an international place. I want to see their movies. I don't want to see Japan's take on an American horror movie. I want to see a Japanese horror movie. You know what I mean? I want to see that country's work. I want to see their imagination. I don't want to see just a different, like, American movies through the filter of what they think it is. You know what I mean? That's, I don't know. It seems like a stupid, I don't know. It's just that we have this amazing art form that so many people can tell so many amazing stories in, and I worry that it's just going to get homogenized into one type of thing. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, and they've been making movies forever, so have we, so... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially now that they've also, you know, gotten rid of the Paramount decision, so all this vertical integration or whatever it is going to be gone. I mean, it's been gone even before they got rid of the thing, because now everybody has their own streaming service. So... which I also think is going to end up biting them in the ass too. That you know, NBC or what is it? Universal's content's going to be on one place, and Warner Brothers is going to be in another place, and people are going to be like, well, I don't want to pay for Universal shit, so I'm gonna just get Warner Brothers shit, and that's it. There's no, the third party thing is kind of. I mean, even Disney owns Hulu. Exactly. And we're just back to the same situation. I mean, if somebody wants to pay for a smaller specialty streaming service because they like a specific type of movie, like Shudder, like I pay for Shudder, that's different. I'm not just getting Warner's scary movies. I'm getting everybody's that they license from, or however it works. I'm not saying anything that no one else has said before. You know what I mean? I don't think I have any kind of a unique outlook on it. Although I think I did say I don't care if theaters own their own, are owned by studios, but. But I think the theaters that are going to come out of this stronger are the specialty theaters that treat going to the movies like an event. Like your what's that one called that just opened downtown here? The from Texas, Alamo, like stuff like that. I think the prices are gonna have to come down too. If they want to get people back in there, they have to make it worth someone's money to come back. And $20, $30 a ticket ain't worth it. Yeah, that's why I preferred like ArcLight here, or I haven't gone to the Alamo Draft House yet, but they take that stuff really seriously. But I stopped going to ArcLight that often because of AMC's A-list, which, I mean, I could go to every movie I wanted to for that amount of money. That made dealing with that kind of nonsense worth it, because it didn't happen that often. You know, every once in a while I'd see the phones go off, which was annoying, but yeah, that too. Oh, that's bullshit. That's insane. I mean, the thing is, here in LA or in America, anywhere, you can't, we're at the point where if you try to say something to somebody, exactly, you don't know how they're going to react nowadays. It's like, just put your phone away. Oh yeah, what do you do about it? Whips out a, you know, like a, one of those things that you flip and it just comes out. Asp. That's true. Oh, there you go. Put a stop to that real quick. There was one time that I went to the theater. I went to see $1 Million Baby, and I had my seat. I was sitting down. I had my cup in my hand, my thing, ready to go. And like right before it started, this lady she sits down and like looks over and kept like looking at me. I could see her out of the corner of my eye. And she's like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "I believe this is my cup holder," and I was like, "What?" I believe it's my cup holders. This is mine. I'm like, okay. And I just picked it up and moved it over. And I was like, whatever, lady. And then she talked throughout the entire movie. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be this kind of a movie. If I would have known it was going to be this kind of movie, I would have. Oh, this is so violent. Oh, if I would have known this, I would never have come into this. So we're at the end too, when it's getting intense and you know stuff's happening. I don't want to spoil a 15-year-old movie or whatever, but. Oh, I didn't know I was gonna. If I would have known that this kind of thing was gonna happen, I wouldn't have come. Oh man, I wanted to so bad. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I'm too nice. Maybe that's my problem. I'm too nice to people. If I was more of an asshole, I'd be more successful. Like, who wants to watch a movie that was shot on a phone? I mean, I might be a little bit more lenient for something like that, because that's super cool if somebody... I mean, if they could do it in a way that... I mean, if the credits are rolling in the movies, I mean... I don't know that it necessarily would detract that much from your experience if they bust out their phone and like take a picture, as long as there's no flash. But that's exciting. Yeah, opening credits is different. Hey, thanks to IDK for following. Guys, do you have any ideas about what kind of stuff you want to see on a completely different tangent, pretty much? Like for that follow thing, is there a funny GIF or something you guys think would be cool to have come up, or the transition that I think I told you guys yesterday, but the transition I want to have happen, like when I'm playing a game and if I go back to this kind of mode or the game mode, I'm gonna have the Garen face or some variation of it. Oh, I can't even use my own emote when I'm streaming from my OBS? Well, that's some horse shit. I want it to come up like Batman 66 style, like come up, fill out the screen, and then fall back out. That one. So it'll like go whoop, and then come out. You know. But like stuff like that, like different, like little winks and little, or other ideas for emotes, because I want to make some more emotes for the show and everything too. For the show, for the, you know what I mean. It's a show. I'm putting on a show. It's just me chatting with everybody, but it still has viewers. You guys are here watching it, so it's still a show. Guys, should I watch this movie? The Gang War of the Sexes. Savage Streets. I think it's the 80s. It's Linda Blair. I'm down to see Linda Blair kicking some ass if that's what she does. Or shoot people with a crossbow, it looks like she's holding. Oh no, that's... Oh yeah, no, it's just a gun that has arrow bullets or something. It sounds bananas, right? Yeah, she has a rough day. I can tell you that movie probably will never get made again. I don't think there'll be any remakes of that. What's up, Steve? Although they did do a remake of I Spit on Your Grave, although that was a while ago. Talking whatever comes up. Right now we're talking about Savage Streets, starring Linda Blair from 1984, which I've never seen, but it sounds like it gets pretty dark right off the bat. How about everybody else? Did you guys like Wonder Woman 84? I thought it was fine. I didn't hate it as much as everybody else does. I don't like the message at the end. I think that's pretty fucked up, to be honest, to use harsh language. But it's, I don't know. It's got its issues, but it was... Yeah. I probably never watched it again. Steve, is this the first time you've joined us? I don't recognize your handle. Aliens in the attic. That sounds familiar. Who's in that? Is that a Sabrina Carpenter movie? Is she in that? That's who I'm okay. I knew there was a blonde Disney person in it, and I didn't know if it was. That's who I was thinking of. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, Ashley Tisdale. I always say that my favorite movie is like Almost Famous, but you know what? I think it actually might be Jaws. I mean, I love Almost Famous, but I mean, I don't watch it very often. I watch Jaws constantly. I have recently watched Jaws: The Revenge, yes. It's not quite as bad as people seem to. I mean, it's bad, but there's some good stuff in it too. That's good, Adam. If it gives you pleasure and gives you joy, watch it. Many a times I have showed people movies that I love, and they thought I was insane. And one that always shocks me, that, or at least the last time I showed it to, I had a bunch of people come over, and like, it's not like 6 of us maybe, and I put on Big Trouble in Little China, and it was not appreciated the way it should. Like, they thought it was junk, and I was like, you're crazy, and I threw them all out of my house. Never spoke to them again. That's not true, but they didn't like it. Yeah, Clue, Spaceballs. These are movies that I loved that I don't get it when people don't like it. Like, I mean, especially there if you love a movie like Airplane and you don't even like Clue or Spaceballs, they're in the same neighborhood. Because I love all three of those movies. I mean, I don't particularly enjoy Animal House, so I guess to each their own, but that they do. McSlayer, that they do. What's Out Cold? I wonder if it also helps to have an affinity for the era. Because I mean I grew up in the 80s, so I was born in the 80s, and I guess I grew up I don't know how that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. You know what? I actually remember liking that movie. I remember that. God, that was a long time. I've seen it once, and I've never seen it since. But I remember thinking it was funny, I think. But like watching stuff, like I can watch 80s movies today and still appreciate them and enjoy them, even if I hadn't seen them when I was a kid. And I don't think a lot of people can do that or want to do it. I don't know. Like I watched Ninja 3 and it's fucking terrible, but it's still fun. It was like, this is bizarre, but I still like enjoyed watching it. I think it's called the Ninja 3, the Dominion or something, Domination, something like that. It's terrible, but it's still fun to watch. I mean, that's also the thing about 80s horror, is that there's a lot of good and a lot of bad, but some of that bad is still good. Like Night of the Demons, love that movie. Love it. You can't, I got the I don't have the poster hanging up anymore, but had the poster hanging up. A lot of people, I mean, the acting's abysmal, but it's still fun. Nightmare on Elm Street's my favorite. That franchise, it hooked me, and just the way that it progressed into this crazy gothic sort of world is really neat. I love Jason too. I've got the 80s franchises are my heart. Like I grew up with that. But Freddy's always the one. Actually, Freddy and Michael Myers are the two. These two scared me. Like I watched when I was a kid. I watched Halloween 4 and 5 at home once, and it scared me so bad that I like hallucinated Michael Myers standing at the foot of my bed and fucking freaked out. But yeah, I mean, whenever they put out sets of that, they're instant purchase. Like I got the new Friday the 13th set, I got the Halloween set. They're instant. I remember my brother and I were at my technically my stepmom's mom's house, and we had rented House Party 3, I think, or one of the house party. I think it was 3. And when we put it on, and this is obviously before you could see trailers online, you know what I mean? This is before online. But they had a trailer for Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And when my brother and I saw that, Kyle, do you remember this, if you're still even paying attention or here? We fucking freaked out, like screaming with excitement over that trailer. Just complete lunacy. And we called my cousin, he's a huge horror fan too. And we're actually hopefully going to have a podcast together to talk about horror movies and stuff. Well, this will probably come up. But yeah, we just went crazy with excitement watching it because it was a great trailer. And that's back in the day when you never knew these movies were coming out. Like, there was no internet to be like, oh, they're casting for the new whatever movie, the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Get excited, blah, blah, blah. Like, none of that existed. It was, you go to the theater and you see that poster, and then you get excited. Or you go to the theater and you see that trailer. I mean, that was a great one. The Star Wars prequel trailers. The Star Wars prequel trailers were better than the Star Wars prequel movies themselves. Those trailers were just... And that poster for episode 1 where it's young Anakin with the Vader shadow behind him on the Tatooine house thing. Gorgeous art, work of art. Unfortunately, the movies themselves were not. And part of me wonders where I would be if I grew up in an era where that stuff wasn't as, like, now. If I was born now, would I be as into film as I am because of back then? Because of posters, because of those trailers, because of that excitement and that specialness. Would I be as into film? I don't know. That would be funny. I mean, I love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. I love all that stuff. I wish the sequel trilogy would have had better footing and gone and made it without all this controversy and this bullshit that it's gone around it. But because the problem is that I don't think we're going to see those characters again, and I loved those characters. Like, I want to see more of Rey. I want to see more of Finn and Rose. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Yeah, none of them take place in that. Although Rogue Squadron might take place. We don't know. Unless they've said something different since. I don't think they've announced when that trilogy or when that film takes place. But yeah, they're going backwards, like way. I mean, that's cool too, to go back to the you know, to the early days of the Jedi and stuff. That's interesting. But I mean, they did John Boyega wrong, and they did Kelly Marie Tran wrong, and I want them to have their shot at a story they deserve and an adventure they deserve. But yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be. I know, and it's because they fucked up. They got too handsy. They didn't plan it out. I mean, I loved The Last Jedi, and I loved the idea of Rey coming from nothing. That just is such an important message. You know what I mean? That you don't have to come from privilege. You don't have to come from a legacy. You know what I mean? You can make your own. You can be your own thing, and your destiny isn't set. And they fucking went back on that in the sequel because people got butthurt. It's so annoying. So annoying. And I don't blame JJ. I blame Disney. I think they got too handsy, and then they tried to overcorrect because the fans got mad about it and were like, "Oh, this is stupid. There's too many girls," or or whatever the hell they were complaining about. And it's like, guys, oh, man, that's the thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. If that JJ cut rumor is actually true, I would be. And this, look at Warner Brothers is doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing with this Justice League remake, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, and it gives them power. It's like, oh, so I can get the story that I think I deserve if I bitch about it enough. No, you don't. You don't. And that's what they did. And because of it, Kelly Marie Tran got fucked over. John Boyega got fucked over. The thing is with that demon is that Zack Snyder is not good. He's terrible. And those movies, every movie he's touched in that universe has been junk. So to give these weird sycophantic fans a platform to be like, oh, but we want his version of the Justice League because he's cool and we love him. Stupid. And I probably sound just like the Star Wars fans, but I don't think bad filmmaking should be rewarded with an event series because people got mad that their version of the movie didn't come out. You know what I mean? They don't have a version of the movie. I don't have a version of the movie. Nobody does, except for Zack Snyder or Joss Whedon or whatever. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong with that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I guess the argument runs both ways. Yeah, true. But I think there was more to that than just that tragedy. I think because the movie the Justice League was terrible. It was flat out terrible. So. And if Joss Whedon, of all people, couldn't save it, I don't understand how they think that Zack Snyder is going to save the movie that he already shot 90% of. And I know Joss Whedon's no saint either, or is infallible, but I don't know. That's a thing. I mean, I don't know. There's no thing. It's just a weird... It's jealousy at the end of the day. I mean, these guys that I think aren't good are, making movies that aren't good, and they keep getting to do it. Meanwhile, I have movies that I would like to make or like to see made that are good, as I'm told are good, and they're not, and it sucks. But that's life. That's Hollywood, man. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I can't see them ever doing a Superman movie set in the 40s, but that would be really interesting. I haven't seen a lot, to be honest. I haven't been watching nearly enough movies, but Host was great. Spiral was great. I liked Onward a lot. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What else did I watch in 2020? Actually, Bad Boys for Life wasn't bad. I like The Gentleman. Miss Americans, what's that? That must be Miss Americana. Oh, Invisible Man. That was great. I watched that a couple times, actually. I'm looking at my list of movies that I watched last year. Oh, The Vast of Night. Did you guys see The Vast of Night? No, I did not see Palm Springs. I've heard it's pretty good. I think The Vast of Night is on Netflix or Prime. Maybe it's on Amazon Prime, but it is fantastic. Really? Man, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Yeah, Spiral I liked a lot. I'll tell you the movie that I watched that I was really disappointed in, and we haven't really gotten a chance to talk about this yet, but Tenet. Did you guys see Tenet? Wow, and you liked it. Maybe I really do need to watch it again, but I did not like it at all. I love Christopher Nolan. I love his work. His movies. It just felt pretentious. It felt convoluted for the sake of being, of trying to be. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but it just didn't. I did not like it. Performances were great for the most part. Like Robert Pattinson he was great. But man, the score was great. it just, and a lot of it to me, it was like, it's like he went out, he was on a vacation and saw all these cool locations. It's like, oh, I want to shoot there. Let me think of a movie that I can shoot there. It was just so, I didn't like it. I think it's the first Christopher Nolan movie that I was angry over. I mean, I didn't like The Dark Knight Rises, but I didn't have such a visceral reaction to that as I did for Tenet. And the stuff that was supposed to be twisty, I guessed. Like, I don't want to say what I'm talking about, but there's certain things that happen that I pretty much... No, should I have? So I can read what everything that's happening in the movie instead of hearing them tell me? Because that movie has got exposition. Every other line of dialogue is an exposition. It's laughable. I'm pretty sure that every single character has a line of dialogue that explains what's happening, or what's going to happen, or what needs to happen, or what someone is doing. I'm like, every character. I know, mine didn't come with cat ears. And hello, how are you? Doing better, I hope. Tough considering, I know. Oh, wait, something got blocked. I don't know. I'm not sure what's coming out. I'm hearing rumbles that there's another Taylor Swift album coming out. I know Ed Sheeran's got an album coming out pretty soon. So, guys, get ready for that tour. You know, he can control an audience like nobody else. Just in the palm of his hand. Just that he owns them. Also, Grayson Chance has an album coming out that I'm super... I guess I do know albums that are coming out that I'm super stoked for. I had 3 records show up today, actually. I gotta stop spending. I don't have... Yeah, I didn't either. I understood everything that he said. I actually don't even remember what it was about that movie I didn't like. I should watch it again. Oh, Citizen just went off. COVID in LA County. Cool. California is opening vaccination to everybody age 65 and up. Cool. Lucasfilm Games. Oh, there's a new Star Wars game coming out from Ubisoft that is open world. I cannot wait. No. Good God, could you imagine going to Disneyland to get vaccinated? It's just going to be a bunch of Disney freaks down there being like, I hope I get a vaccine from Eeyore or whoever. No, thank you. They're just going to think as soon as they get one shot that they're going to be able to go around it. It's a small world without any kind of issues. No, thank you. I mean, I know it's just going to be in the parking lot and it's not really going to be that thing, but I think it's just because of the parking lot space. I don't think it's actually going to be like in the park or anything like that. I think it's just because it's got a huge parking lot where they can have this tent set up and people can come in and easily get in and out. I think that's more the situation. I mean, half of Anaheim is Disneyland's parking lot. Right? Can Cruella de Vil insult me while she's giving me my vaccination? Yeah, so they're going to want as much space to get as many people going as possible. And the thing is that they don't even know. I mean, people are having reactions to the second shot more so than the first shot. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Here's what showed up today. Judah and the Lion. Spirit. Judah and the Lion. Folk Hop and Roll. Would you believe that the male theme has completely... I've completely forgotten at all what it is. What song is it a spoof of again? Oh, the mail is here, right? Mail is here. There we go. Mail is here. Open it up. And then we have Ben Gibbard. Man, how come I can't get this camera angle right? Former live solo album. The debut solo album. I believe it's the only solo album. And then the aforementioned, we talked about it yesterday, 180 gram. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. And the special guest star, Vincent Price. Very interested to dive into this one because I'm very unfamiliar with Alice Cooper. I wonder if this is used because it's not even sealed. Standard black vinyl. I thought Friday Music did more. No, Sam, you didn't miss much. Just us ranting about whatever. Tenet. Were you here for Tenet? Every once in a while, I comment on Jonathan Brooks' page asking her to release vinyl albums, and she never responds to me. That's for Ivy. She knows what I'm talking about. If you guys have never heard of Jonathan Brooks, I implore you to check her out, especially if you like Ellis Paul, because she sings on one of Ellis Paul's songs. She was in a band in the 80s called, or is it the 90s? I think it was the 80s, called The Story, with Jennifer Kimball. But she is just tremendous. She actually put out a whole album of Woody Guthrie songs with their permission. Like, she got to go in the archives and everything. But she is wonderful. She's one of my top 5 singers of all time. Her and Patty Griffin are like right up there. It's like Jonathan with no A, or no A, no N. What are you doing? What? Oh, I guess you probably shouldn't say. I don't want you to get in trouble. Oh, I was just talking about Jonathan Brooks and how I comment on her Instagram page every once in a while to release her albums on vinyl. Oh, you guys, if you go to the Discord, there is a link under the, I think it's the music channel. I think it says music. I should know, I named it. To a Spotify playlist that is collaborative. If you have artists or songs, whatever you think are cool and I should check out, just add them to that playlist and I will give it a listen. I guess we don't have the Discord thing set up yet. Fun. Fun. Till your daddy takes the Discord away. Oh God, I can't. Hold on. The chat on my OBS is not signed in, so I can't post on it. I can only read it, but I'm also in the chat under my actual login. I just have to find it. That is, come join us in Garen's lot. Feel free. Welcome in. Welcome all. All are welcome. All are welcome. Now I'm not sure what picture it is. Oh, is it just the one from the Twitch link? That's Dexter barking. Hi, Kristen. What? What? Come here. Come here. Ugh. Look at this one. She thinks I don't see what she's doing. She's not allowed on the couch. Mona, get off the couch. You know better. You think you're slick. Don't look at me like that. Jeez. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this background's a mess. My apartment's I need a professional organizer to come in here and straighten me out. Well, the first thing we should do is clear out all these movies. Nope, that's not going to be the first thing we do. I've got a green screen in my other room. If I had a girlfriend, she'd kill me. It's just that I just don't want to haul it out to the living room, and I don't want to remove my computer stuff to the other room, because I was going to use my TV in here as a second monitor, but it's so big that it just makes the resolution so hard to see the games. And if I play console games on it, there's a delay. If I play it through OBS, or if I hook it up, my console up to the computer and then go through to the TV. And I just haven't been able to figure that stuff out yet. So I don't know. I might end up moving it all back there and just adding another monitor so I can. But I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Who cares? Who cares? It's just that if you turn just a little bit more, I mean, there's a blanket that's there constantly now because whatever, but my roommate's got a bunch of yoga shit just stuck right there, and I'm like, it looks, oh, there's some more movies that I haven't put away, but I hate that stuff right there. It's like, get it out of here. It looks dumb. Get the stuff you're interested out in my living room that you pay a portion of the rent for. What a dick. Me? I'm talking about me. Ah! Okay, that's good enough headroom. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm here for you. So if there's stuff you want to see, emote wise or transition wise or background wise or whatever, anything you think will make the channel funner or better and cooler for you guys to be interacting with and whatever, just let me know and I will try to make it happen, because I really I'll tell you now, this is my job now. I mean, my book, working at Barnes & Noble, is not happening after Friday. At least until I can get a vaccine and it's safe. It was a seasonal gig, and I mean, I could apply for a permanent position, but I'm going to be honest, it was such a toll on me mentally that every time I went in there and people were paying with cash, it was dry. It was making me miserable, and it's a job that I love and I don't want it ruined. So I can go back later once stuff is better, but so I'm doing this, and this is gonna be my push, you know what I mean, between this and my Patreon and my stuff, that my writing, I'm tired of not going after this shit that I'm here for and that I love to do, and that's this, and that's my writing, and so I'm doubling down on that stuff, and you guys, being here with you guys is keeping me sane, so I thank you. And you know what's going on. I mean, I am not under any kind of illusions that I'm going to be some huge, massive, successful streamer or anything. Like, I'm not going to be anybody's... but I think I'm good at it. I think I'm entertaining, and I think I enjoy talking with you guys, so I could probably float with it for a while. You know what I mean? Or maybe I will become some huge... Who knows? I don't know. But I'm just saying that's not I'm not expecting something like that. But anyway, so all of you guys being here, it means the world to me. The fact that we're building this community, and the fact that I have Among Us. I don't have Rust yet. Rust looks interesting. I should check it out. There's talk that Rust is coming to the Xbox Game Pass, which is also on PC, so I might be able to get that once that comes out. Hopefully in the next few weeks I can get that. I don't know if I want to pay for it just yet, because I don't know anything about it. I should look it up. But yeah, I mean, I'm not even playing games. I'm just sitting here hanging out, and it's... Yesterday and today have been some of the best streams I've ever done, just hanging out with you guys and chatting. I was supposed to be playing games today. It was supposed to be a game stream. Like, my schedule says Wednesday, 5 to 7, play whatever game. I don't know. I didn't pick a game, but yesterday was so fun. I was like, let's just do another chat night. Why not? Why not? But the fact that we're building this community up, and we got the Discord going, we got, you know, my OBS is slowly but surely coming together. It's exciting, and I'm down to make this a thing. So thank you all for being here and being a part of it. And emotions. So yeah, suggestions, whatever, Discord, put them on there. Tell me whatever you want to do. Yeah, I watched a half an hour YouTube video of beginner stuff that pointed out stuff, and then I watched this thing that says like 5 things I wish I knew that I didn't know before I started streaming, and one of them was don't neglect just chatting, which I had never done, and it was a blast. I had the highest viewers I've had consistent viewers, I mean, and then yeah, it's been awesome. That's a good question. LA is interesting. I love being able to see the bands that I want to see. Go see if there's a movie I want to see, I can go anywhere and see it. I like, especially considering there were so many what's the word for the theaters that show the older movies? Not repertory, but I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I love that. I mean, the people here for the most part are cool. Honestly, the gay community here, I'm not really in it, to be honest. I don't do WeHo. It's very I like, we joke about this on the podcast, that I'm not the best gay, and I'm not, because I'm not a clubber. I'm not in any of that shit, and I don't necessarily fit into the box looks wise or whatever wise that a lot of people are looking for here. So it's kind of rough. That's the hard part really about LA. But you know what? I've got some decent friends. I've got people that I love and that love me. That's all that matters. Whatever else will happen whenever it happens. But here in LA, you can do anything. You can go anywhere. There's any type of, you want to go on a hike, you can go on a hike. You want to go to the ocean, you go to the ocean. Mountains. Everything is here. And it's the home of the industry I've loved since I was a kid, and that I'm fighting tooth and nail to find a way into. So yeah, that got kind of deep, didn't it? But that's it. We're all family now. We can talk about, I don't have any, I'll talk about whatever you want. Yeah, I think I'm suited more for a Pacific Northwest city, and I think eventually that's where I'll end up. But for now, LA's home. I miss weather. Like the other day, we had a thunderstorm here like I hadn't heard it since in the 20 years I've lived here, and it was glorious. Because I love a good thunderstorm. That just, it like ignites my creativity. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Although we're losing the UCB down in Hollywood, or on Sunset, but without LA, I would never be where I am right now. God knows where I'd be if I would have never moved out here. But like LA, I was a contestant on Match Game. I was LA brought me to Never Not Funny. It's always and forever will be a part of my life, whether I'm here or I'm in Portland or God knows where else I might end up. But it's home more than Michigan ever was. So. And by the way, guys, if you enjoy the time in here, please feel free to spread the word. Tell your friends, tell other fans that this is cool, and if you think it is, and it's a fun hang. Because here you're getting me. You're not getting. I mean, you're getting me on the podcast too, but you're also getting character me. But I mean, this is. But yeah, feel free to spread the word. Everywhere. Yeah, I've lived in California and I've lived in Michigan. I've visited a lot of other places. I've been to New York and I love New York, but I don't know if I could. I mean, I could probably live there if it wasn't as expensive as it is. Because I don't mind that sort of solitude that you would get. Maybe that not solid. What's the word for when you're sort of not visible a lot. That doesn't make sense. God, I have a master's degree in screenwriting, guys. Fuck, I don't know. But the thing that yes, perfect, nailed it. Translucent. I think it starts with an O. That's one of them. It's a word like that, Kristen, but it's not exactly that, and it's gonna drive me crazy. I think it's just with an I or an O. I don't know. I don't know. Too much green tea. But like I really think at the end of the day, I'm home. The place that I'm best suited for is a place like Oregon, somewhere in Oregon. It's like when you're. No, it's definitely not obscure. It's like when you just blend in with everything. You're not. You're just another cog in the city. You're just another person going about. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's driving me crazy. I don't know. That's what I am right now. Kristen is oblivious to what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. It's not individuality. It's God blessed. Incognito? Maybe it's that. Yes, void. Thank you. Orangutan. That's what I was looking for. Living in New York, I would feel like an orangutan, and I think I would be perfect for it. Yeah, it's that. Whatever that word is, it's that. I guess it's incognito. That's not satisfying what my mind was looking for, but I think that is the word. Like, I don't have it. I'm cool. Like, this pandemic is not. Like, it's been some of the best times that I've had. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not a social butterfly. I'm not somebody that needs. Yeah, I'm not. I don't need all of that, like, social interaction. I'm cool with this. I'm cool just hanging out by myself or with a couple people. I don't need huge crowds. I don't need whatever. I mean, I'm definitely introverted, but I don't. It's possible I'm just thinking of a word that doesn't exist and I'm confusing myself. I do that a lot. It's possible. But, you know, but I've always felt sort of drawn to the Pacific Northwest because of the weather and because of the scenery and, you know. But at the same time, I'm also interested in Stuart, that is an absolutely, Kristen, you're right also, but Stuart, that is a perfect way to describe it. Perfect. Eric, that might be it. That might be what I'm trying to think of. Inconsequential. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I was trying to say, to be honest. Yeah, that's exactly it. And the problem with LA, especially in like the gay community, is that it's that you don't, that is not somebody who doesn't want to be amongst that scene is not as welcome, it feels like, if that makes sense. And it's such a city of beauty that if you don't fit these exact standards, then you don't exist, to be honest, as that's how it feels sometimes. So, and I don't think it's quite like that in New York. I think New York is such more of a an artist town that, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, there's, I don't know. I mean, you'd think there would be, as more and more things are changing and people are opening their eyes to more and other things, that especially in a community like that, that you would open to every different kind of thing, that you wouldn't, welcome back, Adam, that you wouldn't close ranks so much, especially as such a marginalized community. But whatever, it is what it is. I mean, we're all guilty of being judgmental. We're all guilty of having biases. We're all guilty of wanting different things that might not seem fair to somebody else that are to you, but yeah. What's going on? Oh, God. Lindsey Graham. Yeah. Uh-oh, the music's over. Music has ended. Oh, it's 7. I'm supposed to be off at 7. Man, let's try this. Yeah, I mean, I've lived in LA for 20 years and I've barely seen anything of California. Like, I haven't been to Yosemite. I've been to San Diego. I haven't been to San Francisco. I've been to Mountain View, or which is where Yahoo was. But you know, there's so much that I haven't seen and done, and it's kind of sad, really. And there's thanks, Jabla, for. Oh, it's Jamie. Hey, Jamie. I probably would. I mean, I probably would. I think that's got a mix of everything that I love about the PNW or whatever. Yeah, there's things I want to do with people I want to do it with, and whatever. Yeah, when I was younger, we went to North Carolina, and it was really nice there. It was up in the mountains. It was really cool. Yeah, I want to start camping and stuff and going to those places, and I've been hinting with certain people that I want to do that, but I don't know if it's going to happen. In fact, I'm confident it's not going to happen. Man, I'm just tossing. I have not been to Big Bear. Asheville I've been to. Like Grandfather Mountain is where we went to, and I almost pushed somebody off a mountain up there. I didn't push her, but I almost. It was possible that this person could have fallen off the mountain based on actions that I had done, for whatever that means. Stuart, if you have information on that, could you send that to me? Because that sounds amazing. I would love to just be in a cabin in the woods just for a while. I mean, that sounds like I want to be a Unabomber, but that kind of scenario would be so good for my mind, I think. Did you guys ever hear the shark story? Did I ever tell you that about North Carolina? Did I ever say that on the podcast? I must have. Oh god, that sounds so good. Even if it's just like a weekend or just a couple of days. I won't be able to stream. Well, I guess I probably could. Well, I'll tell you guys anyway. Some of you guys probably maybe not have heard it, but when I was a kid, I was probably 13 or 14, maybe younger than that. But we had a beach house in North Carolina, and I don't remember what city it was in, but it wasn't Myrtle Beach. Isn't that in South Carolina? I don't know. But it was just right on the beach. It was like a big staircase to come down to the water, and in the water itself it would be just, regular ground in the water, and then there's a drop. It just goes from like 5 feet deep to 50 or 100 or whatever it was. So I was out there just floating like in a tube, just floating in the water, just whatever. And let me preface this by saying I have a horrendous, irrational fear of getting bit by a shark in the water. It doesn't keep me out of the water, but anytime I swim or go underwater where I can't see, my mind just puts a shark there. Like I'm swimming into a shark's mouth. Like it never fails. But I love the ocean. I would love to scuba dive and do that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm floating in the water, just whatever, and I just happen to look, and I'm floating out towards yes, Sam, way too early. So early that I would used to see sharks inside swimming pools. That's how early I watched that movie. But I'm floating, I guess, like right near where the edge is, where the drop is. I'm just floating there, and I look, and I see my step grandmother running down like in a moo-moo. She was a heavy-set woman, older, like 60s at that point, just running down the stairs, yelling, screaming, like, and then finally the wind I'm hearing shark, and I'm like, what? So I start paddling back. Actually, she didn't say shark. She was just yelling and screaming. She was, but I didn't hear it. So she was just waving and freaking out, and I was like, what the hell? So then I panicked. I was like, I came in, and I'm like, what is wrong? And she's like, you were almost dead. You were about to get eaten by a pod of sharks. There's a pod of sharks out there. They were right by you. They were going to get you. I'm like, what? And then it takes a minute, and I'm like, a pod of sharks? And then it hits me. I'm like, there's no such thing as a pod of sharks. It was dolphins. There was a pod of dolphins that were swimming by me, and I had no idea of it. She thought I was about to get attacked by sharks, and it was dolphins. I was so mad because if I would have seen if I would have seen, I don't think there is a group of sharks. They don't travel in sharks, do they? They don't travel in sharks. They don't travel in groups. But, so if I would have seen it, I would either have freaked out thinking it was a shark, or I would have been like swimming amongst dolphins. I mean, what a... Oh, weird, this music right now. That was good old North Carolina. The beach. I wish I could remember where that was. Nurse, thank you for following. And if you are an actual nurse, thank you for your service. I only say that because your name was P Nurse, and I don't know what that means. Yeah, just could have been swimming amongst dolphins, just having a super fun old time. But yeah, that same time in North Carolina, we would hang out and play hide and seek in a graveyard. Well, P, welcome, and thank you for the follow, and thank you for everything you do. I know this is an absolutely batshit time, and you guys do not get the respect and the treatment you deserve, and I can only say thank you. What's up, Dills? Dills dough, huh? I like dough too. My name is Garen. Man, there's a beignet truck that stops outside the bookstore that, man, I don't know that I've ever tasted anything better. Oh man, I'm sorry. Well, enjoy your time with us. Hopefully it gets your mind off. I'll stick around for a little bit longer, but hopefully it... Stuart, I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was going to tell you thank you. I got it. Oy. Oh, look at that little robot face. Dills, yes, that is my movie collection. It's not even all of it. It goes down a little bit, a couple more shelves this way. I literally just looked at my camera to make sure I was pointing it in the right direction of my own apartment, where I know for sure is the right direction. It was, and then it is not any longer. I do have horror separated from everything else. And I have Criterion separated from everything else. Everything else is a exciting journey into the depths of cinema history. Good luck. Please call Indiana Jones if you need assistance finding. Oh, Indiana Jones coming to 4K soon. I can't wait. Dills, that's awesome. That's a cool thing to collect. Tarantulas are cool. I think I would probably piss my pants if I see one in person, but they are still cool. I mean, in the wild. Kristen, have a good night. Thanks for coming by. That's got to be a good way to just get the day off of you. Yeah, I'm excited. I know we'll be streaming soon, whenever those happen. Part of me wishes they announced this stuff when the games are fully like in development, and it's not going to be 2 years until it comes out, or however long it's going to be. Is it Massive? I think it's Massive that's doing it. If that makes sense. Oh, Nurse, that is tough. First of all, if he needs a safe place to hang out and talk to people, tell him he can come hang out with us. I grew up amongst very religious people. My family, my dad's side of the family, they're Assembly of God Christians, and they are judgmental as fuck, and I do not deal with most of them anymore. My dad was among them. Both of his kids are gay, myself and my brother. His first kid that we just recently discovered a few years ago is straight, so. But he came around, and I can only be proud that he, and say that I'm lucky that I didn't, I didn't have that's not right. That's not right. Because I did. The thing is that I was miserable growing up because I had these issues. That because I was different and I never knew how to deal with it. And I heard negative shit from family members about it that just made me want to push it away further. So, the famous story that I always tell is my family, my grandmother, who's one of the sweetest women you've never known, and my aunt, who's a sweet lady on the outside, but is a demon because of this bullshit she talks about and pulls, because of this religious shit. So she said during a prayer at a holiday, just let all the gay people know that they're going to burn in hell if they don't find Jesus and come to God and all that stuff. So I know that feeling. And at the end of the day, it's he needs to find his truth and his time, and nobody else matters. Nobody else's opinion matters. He will find his chosen family. That is what we have. That is what we have. And sometimes the chosen family is all that matters, because your real family doesn't understand, or they're too afraid, or they're too tied to this nonsense. So I mean, that the best advice I can say is, if he wants to tell them, and if they reject him, they don't deserve him. That's the best I can say. And I know if he's in a position where I don't know how old this person is, but if he's in a position where they might hurt him or they might kick him out and he has nowhere to go, then that's bullshit and that sucks, and I'm sorry, but the fact that we still have this stuff happening for people, it hurts. I just want to. I don't know. All I want to do is be successful enough where that I can adopt or I can foster LGBT kids, trans kids or gay kids or whatever that are abandoned by their families or they're rejected by their families and they have nowhere to go. I just want to be successful enough where I can help people like that. But that's the thing. Religious, it's tough. It's a double-edged sword. People can use it for such joy and love, but at the same time, it's a weapon, and they use it. And they use it to hurt people, and it's sickening. And I feel, oh God, I'm just getting unexpectedly emotional right now. I don't know. I feel for your friend. I'm sorry. That's sucks. Yeah, the younger generations are man, if I just working at the bookstore and seeing I had a guy come into the bookstore looking for gifts for his son. I think he said his son was 14, and he's like, the guy was super nice, and he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to find some books for my son. He's gay. And I'm like, is he out gay? And he's like, he's out to us, but not all the way. But he's like, I don't want to. It was just so sweet. He's like, I don't want to get him a gay book. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, here's your gay book, And it made me so. I don't know. It was so sweet that this guy was coming in and doing this. So when I had to, my shift was over, like I helped him find some stuff, and he had gotten on the phone with somebody and was stuck on the phone, so I couldn't really do anything else. But I gave him a list of a couple books, and on the bottom of it, I was like, I just wrote it down. I was like, P.S. You're an amazing dad, and I gave it to him when I left, and I have no idea what happened after that. But I think my generation and younger are so much more open to that. There's still a lot of us that are trapped in that mindset. But my generation, younger, like you, nurse, you guys, you're so much more open, and you guys are the ones that you guys are going to be the ones that change this world, and that's where the hope is coming from. That, and you guys understand that family sometimes isn't your family. And I mean, it sucks to say that, and it's sad, but the reality is that that's the case for a lot of people. And you guys know more than anybody that the tribe, or I don't like that word because it sounds so, I don't know, but it's kitschy, I guess. But that the group you make, that chosen family you make, is stronger than even some people's families are. I wish I had that when I was growing up, and I wish I understood that I had that growing up with, like, my friend Ivy D. I've known her my whole life pretty much, and I never appreciated that I had access to that kind of a thing, because I kept everybody and everything a step away. Like, I didn't want to. I don't know why. But, you know, like, my brother has that. Like, my brother and his friends are a family. And I was envious of that. And I had it and didn't, you know. So I tried to, like, Jamie, she's family. I don't know if she's still in here. D, you're still, I mean, I love you to death. You're still here. And I'm sorry if I was a distant prick growing up. I don't think I was a prick, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah. Does that at all help, nurse? I hope it does. But it really isn't, Liz, is it? It really isn't. Well, I'm hopefully he finds what he needs. And like I said, if he's into hanging out and chatting, and I mean, we do, look at what we're doing. I've been sitting here for the last 2.5 hours just chatting with you guys. It's a safe place. It's irreverent. It's funny. He's welcome. Oh, I hope so. Let's hope we make it to the 20th, Stuart. Yeah, he is. He is. My dad apparently voted for him. I haven't talked to him since Election Day. And it's my fault. Like, I've heard him, like I heard his feelings because of what I said about Trump being a Nazi, and anybody voting for Trump is a Nazi supporter, which you are. That's my gift to you, nurse. Happy birthday. Lizzie, that's sad. That makes me so sad. It really is. It really is. It feels like just like that. Like, his sycophantic nutcases aren't as active. It's like people are going back into their little, like a hermit crab. They're going back into their little shells under the stones where they belong. And the problem is that this Trump situation isn't just happening here. I mean, this right-wing demagogic craziness is happening everywhere. Like the UK, I mean, Boris Johnson's just almost as bad as Trump, if not worse, or if not as bad, right, nurse? It's not just here. This kind of nonsense is creeping up everywhere, and it's scary. It has to be. I don't understand how people don't embrace a progressive thought process. I don't get it. They're so afraid of these stupid fucking buzzwords like socialism and communism, like all this shit is so stupid. It's everything that a progressive person wants to do is for the benefit of humanity and society, whereas the conservative agenda is for the benefit of business and people's pockets, period. They don't give a shit about anybody but themselves and their money, and I don't understand how people don't understand that. I don't understand it. Oh, Lizzie. Oh, okay. That's a whole nother story. Then see, sometimes the young people aren't as quite as on top of things as they should be. Ah, that's great. So that kid's probably my age, I'm guessing, or around there. Yeah, it's, I don't know, man, just... I've said it before, I can understand voting for Trump the first time because you thought you bought into his shtick, you bought into what he was saying. I get it. I understand. I don't think it was the right thing, but I get it. I can understand that mindset. Doing it a second time, doubling down, no, you don't get that. You don't get that. After everything that's happened, after everything he's done, you don't get that forgiveness. You don't get that unity. Fuck off. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's terrible. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I know we're just basically an echo chamber for ourselves talking about this stuff, but at the end of the day, even if someone sane from the Trump camp supporting people was in here trying to defend it, there's no defense for this anymore. There's none. There's not one single argument that can possibly be made to cast voting for that man in a positive light. Period. Why do you think Trump put out that video today? Because his brand is damaged. Sam, if you have a hot take, say it. We're safe. We're family. We know you're good people. Also, don't you live in Australia? Here's a hot take. If it was liberals who were storming the Capitol, we would all have a vastly different outlook, I think. But first of all, liberals or whatever wouldn't be smearing their shit on the walls of the Capitol the way those guys were. They wouldn't be pissing on the flag or whatever the hell else they were doing. But they also wouldn't be going in there to murder people. Like, these guys had it they wanted to murder people. AOC feared for her life. This wasn't a stir of the moment thing. This wasn't a heated decision. This was a plan. They planned this. Well, that one dude did. And he got it. And then there was also the part where Nancy Pelosi said that her staff knew what to do because they learned it in school. This is the America we live in. Because of school shootings, they knew how to handle somebody coming in to murder them. What? God. Yeah, Sam, that's a silver lining. I just wish it would have happened sooner. I hope that the outcome is that they see who was with them and who was against them. That's what I hope. I mean, it exposed an underbelly that we did not acknowledge was there. No, you're right, Sam. That's right. We would have been in the same place, really. It would have just been status quo. Oh, that's true too, Demon. No, we would have had COVID would have been here. We would have dealt with it, but we would I don't think we would be staring down 300,000 dead or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It would have been controlled, I think. But who knows? I mean, we don't know. We don't know. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, hindsight's 20/20, right? Hindsight's 2015, am I right? I just hope that the Democrats don't squander what they have now. You know what I mean? Don't sit back and try to make good with Republicans. They've got the majorities. Do it. Do everything they should be doing and knock it out and get it done. And then we can see, look, we should have done this all along. Here we go. We're good. Let's do it. Fix this country. Yeah, because half of the Democrats are actually Republicans. That's the problem. They're still slaves to their... I shouldn't say slaves. They're still tied to their donors. But maybe they can change those. Maybe they can change the rules. Get rid of all that corporate money. Get rid of what is it? What are they? The people that influence them on the floor. What the hell are those guys called? Jesus, why is my brain so messed up today? Lobbyists, thank you. Jesus, God. Lobbyists. Adam, they might take care of that themselves. Yeah, we'll see about that, Stuart. Yeah, I think we should go closer to what the UK does with their elections, where it just lasts weeks. Now, AOC, I love her to death. She is the voice that this country needs. But yeah, this 2-year-long nonsense. It's so stupid. It's just money. They're just getting money. That's all it is. It just becomes just a din. And half of that reason is to give the news cycle shit to talk about. Hey, Chris. More than anything else. I mean, they need to fill that 24 hours with something. I know, that's... Yeah, it was bonkers. It was really crazy. I mean, do you guys want a little bit of a spoiler on the new episode? I mean, the one that it drops tonight. Well, I'm not gonna tell you who the guest was, but we almost had another while we were recording that shit with the State Department website happened. So look forward to that. I am. The guest is one of my favorites. She's super funny. What days are those? Well, we will be recording on the 20th, so and the 18th. I mean, for $5, you guys, it's for those isolation files episodes are super fun. It's just us playing games. It's fun. Occasionally we do. It depends on what someone's got to do. Otherwise we record Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Yeah, Oliver's that kid is great. He's gonna go places. Yeah, it's so funny. It's super funny. We used to do earlier in the pandemic. We were doing uh, the isolation files and wait, were we? Now I don't even remember. We were doing 2 episodes a day, and then a third one the other day. I think it was. I don't even know. I don't remember. That's how quickly things get replaced with whatever. Yeah. Fifth chair. He might end up taking over my chair eventually. Honestly, I don't know. Not probably for a while, considering what's going on. I think us doing that is a bad visual because it's bad here. Not that any of us are going out and doing shit that's at risk, but it. I don't know. I hope not. Anyway, it just seems like a bad idea until it's calms down over here. Yeah, Stuart, it's and look, I was you guys. I was um I was a fan. I started as a fan, and I lucked out one day, and here I am, 8 years later, 9 years later, 10 years later, whatever it is. We try so hard to avoid that Zoom stuff. We try it. And some days we do really well, and then sometimes the guest doesn't. We do our best. Yeah. Oh wow, that was a short playlist. I just play this? Yeah, do I? Yeah, that. I mean, we've had some truly exceptional moments on this season. These last 2 seasons, I guess. Like that stuff with Katie Lazarus. My God. Like even when she was on at the end of her episode, when the cheering happened outside because she was in New York. That was what a moment. You know, and then when she. The post-credit stuff, I guess, when she couldn't get her mic or anything working. Oh my God, that was so... We were dead laughing. Oh, I shouldn't say that considering, but you know what I mean. Yep, and then she took a picture of herself on the screen. She was a gem. I loved her so much. She was wonderful. Man, we didn't know. We had no idea about her having breast cancer. I mean, I didn't at least. And I'll tell you what, it hit me harder than I would have expected of someone that I've met in person twice or once. Yeah, Stuart, that was... Yeah. That's just imagine just the I had never met him either. I saw Paul F. Tompkins was posting about him a lot, but yeah, it was tough. It was tough. But you know what? At least I was lucky enough to meet her and have that light for as brief as it was. And then somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody sent me a message where they mentioned their show to her, and she's like, "Oh, I love those guys," and he sent that to me, a screenshot of it, and I was like, that actually got me a little choked up too. Yeah, I know that feeling. That was such a tough. Stuart, I'm glad we could be there for you for that. I'm sorry about that. I haven't had to deal with that kind of stuff much, so, but to be able to be that for somebody, it warms me. It warms my heart. This ice cold cube of a heart I have, it warms it up.
Yeah, I'm not feeding you. Just here. Thanks for feeding me.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. I was saying you're welcome to my roommate, not to you for to any of you guys for getting all.
When did you get her
This morning. It's
in.
in.
For half yesterday?
Yeah, it's in the.
Oh, she has half left.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. You've got a little bit left. I will get you more tomorrow.
Scruggs, what's up? Oh man, should I start doing that? I don't even know how to do that. I mean, I can try. Pardon this noise. Here we go. Let me try. Oh, chat.
Did you get my cash app?
Yes, thank you very much. Let's see if I can do this. Thanks for the follow, Scruggs. This has got to be obnoxious. No, this is insane. Okay, here we go. Welcome to my ASMR channel. I would like to discuss what it sounds like when someone scratches a mic screen. Just a little bit of a scratchy. Do you like the way that sounds? Do a little click, a little tappy tap. Just tap my glasses. Turn down the gain. Great. I don't really have anything. Oh. Just gonna go ahead and open up this. Open up this plastic Blu-ray case. It probably doesn't work so much with the music playing, huh? Oh. I mean, I can't imagine things get too weird because they, I mean, how strong are the terms of service stuff? Level 1. Justin, what's up, my friend? Long time no see. I miss you. No. Throw your Spotify stuff on here, Justin, so people can check it out. Or app, whatever links you want to put in here. Go ahead. Adam, thanks for coming. I hope you're doing better and feeling better. And you're welcome here as anytime as you want, obviously. How do I do this? Chris Grace is a streamer. My phone vibrates your laptop. What? Guys, I have got to pee like a racehorse, probably because of this. So let me run to the bathroom. I will be right back. And we can keep going. I'm scheduled to do till 7, but this has been fun, so I'll keep going. Talks amongst yourselves. If you want me to switch to a game or something, we can do that too. Otherwise, we just keep chatting. I'm cool with that. But let me go pee. I'll be right back. And we're back. I went pee. That was the house from Nightmare on Elm Street, I think, part 4. Did that work well, that little transition stuff? Yes, it was. Going with one of the best movie soundtracks of all time. I do not have those moves, Sam. That will be a travesty, the likes of which we have not seen since 2016. I'll tell you what, I can dance my ass off in the shower. I went to a screening of Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Justin, were you with me? No, it was another friend of mine. But I went to a... Wait, you were with me. But I got it. I got my poster signed by the whole cast except for Robert Englund and except for I don't remember his name, but he played Kincaid because he took off. But I got I even got Bob Shea to sign the poster, and I'm not entirely sure he knew where he was, to be honest. But yeah, so that was really cool. But anyway, she performed a song with the dude from Dramarama. Like, they sang together. It was crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Demon. He was there, but I mean, as soon as it was over, he took off. He left. He was gone. He peaced out. But yeah, I got everybody. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got everybody. Oh, that's super awesome. That movie sucks, but that's super awesome. That's fine, I guess. The special effects were fantastic. The makeup was fantastic. It's Frankenstein meets Wolfman, but I just don't. I loved it when I saw it. I loved it in the theater, but I tried to watch it again. It's just so poorly written, and I'm not a fan of cartoon Freddy. Like, part 6 is where he turns into a definite cartoon, and it's not cool. I don't enjoy it. I prefer him. I don't mind an occasional quip, but I prefer him to be a little bit more menacing. Like, New Nightmare is probably the best mixed up version of him besides the first one, to be honest. But I mean, Freddy vs. Jason's it's a cartoon. It's definitely. Anytime you put a scene where somebody's bouncing around a room and you got pinball noises going off, it's. Oh god, that's insane, Demon. That's amazing. Freddy looks great in that movie. I'm not against a reboot. I'm not against the idea of a reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. I just don't. I don't understand how you can't get it right. Like, I'd love to do a reboot of Night of the Demons or God, I can't. There's what's the one that I really want to write? Race with the Devil. Have you guys seen Race with the Devil or Race of the? I forgot. Race with the Devil. Yeah, with God, my brain is just weird today. Peter Fonda. It's so good. It's basically a chase movie where these two friends and their girlfriends are in an RV, and they end up watching a cult, like a devil worshipping cult, sacrifice somebody, and then they just get chased by them. It's super fun. '70s. I own Parents. I have not watched it yet. Here's a story that kind of happened to me. Thanks for following, Valentin. So, back to North Carolina, where the shark stuff happened. I'll call her she's her name, I'm not gonna give her name. But my cousin and step cousin, I guess, and her boyfriend and me. Anyway, one night, that's this Sunday, we were gonna go to explore these local legend places. One of them was this place that's haunted called Buck House. So it was me, her cousin, and for some reason we brought she's like my sister, but like not adopted, but like absorbed into the family, I guess. But we grew up together. She's basically my sister. And she was a child. She was 6 or something. And I don't know why they shoved her on us to go, but they did. So we went. But we went to Buck House, which was supposed to be this haunted old. It's not a plantation, but it's similar to that, like that kind of vibe. But if you Google Buck House in North Carolina, it's now a bed and breakfast, and it's beautiful. When we went there, not so much. It was run down. It looked like that house that I just had on the screen. But there were like pentagrams and Ouija boards carved into the floor and shit and all sorts of stuff. It was crazy, but it was fun to go explore it and everything. So anyway, we went to do that, but the other thing we were going to do is there's this legend that there's a witch church or a devil worshippers church. So we were like, let's go check it out. So it's like, oh, well, it's Sunday, it's the Sabbath day, there's not anybody's going to be there, we'll be fine, it'll be safe. So we drove out to the middle of nowhere, down this quiet, just trees, like a cave, just whatever, all the way down to what looked like, we pulled up front. As we pulled in, the lights just kind of revealed this villa city kind of. It looked like a facade, like you'd see it on a studio lot, just like in this weird little town square looking thing. And it was pitch dark, couldn't see anything. So we turned left after that, drove for a second, and then she slams on the brakes. Just boom, like. And then she's like, screams, "Holy shit, they're there!" And we all look forward, and we just saw cars, dozens of cars, just dark, pitch black, dark, nothing but light car lights. So we spun around, we hightailed it out of there, and we were just driving, and then we just pulled off the road. I don't know why we did this, to be honest. I don't remember what we were talking about, but we were freaking out. So we pulled off to this side where some artist supposedly lives, and we stopped and shut the car off and just sat there for a second. And not a minute, 5 minutes, not even that later, here they come, a procession of cars, just boom, 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 just driving past us, just like a dozen or more cars, just while we were sitting there in the dark. We just watched them all go by. It was so freaky. The end. Then we went back to their house. I don't think it was actually anything nefarious. I think we just stumbled across the place where they were doing. Maybe it was a real church, and because it was I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see a building. It's gonna be nefarious when I write it into a story in my next book. But it's just a funny idea that we went on Sunday. We're like, we're gonna go to a devil worshiping church, and there's not gonna be anybody there, and turns out I realize now that I could probably easily look up what that is if I had any clue what that was. It's possible. There was a big explosion, and I think I saw some type of a demon flying in the air. But I'm talking about this demon in the chat room. He was there. I wonder if I could do that. I don't. It was near Grandfather Mountain. That's all I know. I don't know. I don't know what the city was. I can't remember. I could probably find out. It's not like I'm not in touch with my former stepmom or anything. I just realized that was the story I was going to tell on the first episode of Let's Scare Garen. Shit. Well, I did? What show was that? That's one of my stories. I don't have very many stories, so I'm sure I've told that 1,000 times at different places. Is Grandfather Mountain still called Grandfather Mountain? Or did they change the name of it? Yeah, I remember that. Here is Buckhouse. Buckhouse. Yeah. Maybe it was when it was the style, the one that I went to. Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, Buckhouse Inn. They turned it into a bed and breakfast. It's gorgeous now. But when I was there, imagine that place just all run down and boarded up and pitch dark, wind blowing through the trees, branches rattling like skeletons. It was in the summer too, so I mean, it was, you got those, that it was, you know. And Ouija boards carved into the floor and shit. It was crazy. I'm sure if you look it up, the legend on it, it probably we'll probably talk about what's supposed to happen when you're in there or whatever. I think like someone was supposed to trip if you go in there. Yeah. You left the bodies, didn't you? You didn't move the bodies. God, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I should watch that. I haven't gone to Halloween Horror Nights in so long. The one time I went, it was so crowded. It was like no, it wasn't really fun. Like, it's cool that what the outside stuff they do, that's really fun, but the mazes, they just weren't that good because they shoved so many damn people in there. Like, you would either see the end of whatever, or like all the scares would get spoiled because there's so many people. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh my god, it's 8:30. What should I eat? What do I want to eat? No, I'm not doing pizza for a while. I'm trying to get off that. I have too much. I mean, I think it would be a fun occupation for anybody. Just had Thai food yesterday, so I don't want Thai food. I don't want these vegan hot dogs I bought either. What should I eat? Ugh, why is it so difficult? That's the worst part of this pandemic, is just trying to figure out what to eat. I don't know if I am or not. I've never heard of that. You don't have veggie grill? I don't want that anyway. Maybe I'll just get Del Taco again. My go-to. Get a nice crinkle cut fry. Oh no, I'm not far from there, but I'm not. I mean, I could get that probably because Postmates, but. Oh, I don't want that. That's gross. I'm trying not to eat that either. I used to eat it like constantly when I was at work because it was right across the street. I do have both of those things. Is my brother no. Oh, that sounds kind of good. That sounds kind of good. I actually think that might be the ticket. That might be the ticket. All right, I actually probably gonna split in a minute anyway. I've been on for 3.5 hours, which I mean, it's been super fun. But I think I might watch just before dawn. Yeah, demon. All right, let's call it then. Guys, this has been a blast. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do it again tomorrow. If I'm on tomorrow, we'll actually play a game or something. Yeah, there you go, Sam. Thank you. Join up Discord. Don't forget the Spotify playlist if you want to add some tunes to that. Justin, did you drop your stuff in here? Check out Justin's music if he puts the link in. Cool, it's in the chat. Yeah, join the Discord. Guys, the support stuff's all below. Get that Garen's Lot t-shirt if you want. It's super comfortable. It's super great. Yeah. There you go. Alright, guys. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Be safe. Be well. Talk later. Bye.